Hey guys, it's the Doc, and we are wrapping up another amazing week here. Boy, it is cold here in New York. Winter is in the air, Thanksgiving's around the corner, and these are my thoughts of the week. So this week, I have been thinking a lot about a quote that my two sons introduced me to. The quote is, "Don't tell me the sky's the limit if there are footprints on the moon." And they actually first heard this quote from Paul George, who's an NBA player. But the quote actually goes back to a Canadian country music artist named Paul Brandt. He's the originator of this amazing quote. And I love this quote because it really speaks to mindset and mindset limitations. Now, there are two types of mindset limitations. There are mindset limitations that one imposes on oneself. And I'll give you an example of that. Last weekend I was out to dinner with a bunch of folks, and someone at the dinner table said, I really want to get into shape, start working out, but I just don't have the time to do it. So, in my mind, I was like, well, that's funny because if I can get 5 to 6 workouts in a week with my busy schedule, I'm pretty sure you could do it too. I didn't say that, I was thinking it. But I was actually thinking about why this person said this thing. And really, there's two reasons. So one is it's either not like a big priority for this individual, which is fine. I mean, there's times in our lives where we allocate a disproportionate amount of time to certain goals, and other things fall on the wayside. And that's actually perfectly fine. I'm guilty of that myself in my life. But the more common reason and the more sort of just dangerous reason this happens is because one is lazy or undisciplined to set their goal. Now, if you have a goal, it requires a lot of personal accountability to fulfill that goal. And it's very easy to say, I'm tired today, or I'm going to skip this workout today, and not have the discipline to execute your goals. And that's a very, very dangerous mindset to have because it's insidious. It kind of seeps its way into every aspect of your life and stifles you personally and professionally. And the other limitation of mindset is that comes from those you surround yourself with, or those outside-in influences. And I'll give you an example of that. So this Thanksgiving marks the 10-year anniversary. Thanksgiving to the day marks the 10-year anniversary of my fitness journey. And 10 years ago, I was a skinny, fat guy with man boobs and a gut. And over the course of the last 10 years, I've transformed myself. And I remember a few years ago, one of my aunts, she came over to our house, and this must be like 2 or 3 years ago, actually. And she said to me, you're big enough now. I think you can just stop. You should just stop, And I was thinking to myself, I was like, boy, am I glad that you're not one of the voices that I allow to infiltrate my mindset. Because in my world, the people that I surround myself with and the people that I aspire to be more like are folks that are trying to get bigger every year, folks that are trying to get better every year, folks that are just trying to get better every year. And if those aren't your goals, then you're not in my circle of trust. You're not one of the voices that I allow to infiltrate my mindset. So yes, don't tell me the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon. But in order to get there, you have to have a lot of personal accountability, discipline. You got to get rid of the laziness, and you need to surround yourself and be inspired by folks who have a similar, like-minded, goal-oriented mindset. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful, restful weekend and are just ready to crush the week ahead. Let's get it.